Welcome back to the 90 More podcast. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to a brand new video. Manchester United have managed to bounce back in the Europa League. 2-0 in Moldova against Sherif Tiraspol. Brilliant performance from Erik ten Hag's men. Brilliant performance. I think this is what Manchester United fans really want to see. And United fans in the comment section, talk to me. Are you convinced now that Erik ten Hag is 100% the right man? But I think the big question is, are you now convinced about this starting 11? Are you convinced about the team that probably it might get you top 4, probably top 5? Talk to me in the comment section. I think there is a lot to dive into, but there is no better starting point than Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is off the mark this season. I don't know. That was game number 8, game number 9. Without a goal this campaign, and the headlines were actually not marking him in a right way, not even in a sympathetic way. But Ronaldo is off the mark with a very well taken penalty in the first half. Diego Dalot tripped to the ground. I thought it was well deserved. Dalot is very intelligent. I think we never understood how intelligent, how good he is as a right back. Ronaldo is off the mark, and listen. I think in that role, Ronaldo is a better player as a number 9 for Manchester United. But I don't think Erik ten Hag is gonna use him more of the time when Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial are available and fit. The reason is, he doesn't give you the work rate. He doesn't give you the kind of work rate you want with like a Manchester United side that is under rebuild. You need every player to be contributing 100%. At 36, 37 years of age, it is just not possible. I mean, you look at him, his heart, his desire. He plays with a lot of enthusiasm, but he doesn't have the body. He doesn't have the energy to beat his body limitations. Now, the fact that he scored today can be ignored, but also it cannot be ignored. For a player of the caliber of Ronaldo to have scored 1 goal in 9 appearances, it is just not good enough. And of course, the fact that Erik ten Hag is keeping him on the bench when Marcus Rashford is fit, when Anthony Martial is fit, it communicates huge volumes about the future of Ronaldo at Manchester United. But I'm happy for him that he's got that very vital goal. It could be a starting point for him in this campaign. I think we will see more of him in the Europa League. We'll see more of him in the 70th minute, 80th minute of Premier League games. So I think many United fans are really happy with the Sue. He did it in the Europa League, and I think the Europa League has just become a little bit more exciting, in my opinion. It's just become a little bit more, thrilling. The fact that you have Ronaldo doing the Sue in Moldova against Sherif Tiraspol in the Europa League is absolutely, it's absolutely interesting. But I think with Man United fans, one thing you have to focus on in this game is Erik ten Hag and the tactics. 68% ball possession, I think, versus as compared to the 32% of your counterparts, Sherif Tiraspol. This is Erik ten Hag, and this is Erik ten Hag ball. Now, I cannot say Manchester United have arrived. Sherif Tiraspol is a club in Moldova that don't even have a shirt sponsor, so they don't have that. They don't command that kind of respect. They don't command that kind of. They don't bring that. They don't bring enough competition to the table. But Manchester United fans, this is what you're going to see with Erik ten Hag in years to come. A Man United side that is happy to be on the ball all the time, whether in the final third or in their own half. As long as they're on the ball, as long as they're trying to pass it around, that is what they're happy to do. And we've seen so many good players in today. Again, Martinez, exceptional. Rafa Varane, exceptional. Eriksen, exceptional. Scott McTominay, surprisingly, he has been absolutely exceptional. And Bruno Fernandes. So with Erik ten Hag, and I remember saying this when to many Man United fans when he had signed, he's all about controlling the game. He's all about controlling games. He doesn't want to play games where his team is not dictating events. Same as Mikel Arteta, same as Pep Guardiola. And the 68% ball position in this game speaks volumes. Now, I'm going to say this. Sherif Tiraspol deserve a lot of credit in this game because they managed more shots on goal than Man United, 11-8. they had 11 shots on goal, vis-a-vis Man United's 8. And I mean, you've got to ask yourself, how did that happen? They had 11. They only had 32%, ball possession. Now, this is what happens when you're playing clubs that sit back. It always happens. They're always gonna be. They're always going to look to hit you on the break, and they're always gonna look to play that ball in behind your defense. And for me, Sherif Tarispor, on any other day, if they were a certain Brentford, if they were a certain Newcastle, this game could have been 2-2, or Sherif Tarispor winning it 3-2. And we'll talk about the Manchester United deficiencies and things they have to work on. But Sherif Tarispor and their game plan was absolutely spot on. Make sure you sit back, allow Manchester United to play in whichever way, shape or form, but don't allow them a lot of the time on the ball in your final third. And Man United did struggle in the final third of Sherif. They brought the ball, carried it very, very well. I think 99%, but 60% of the game was played in Sherif Tarispor's half, and even final third. I mean, you can argue, but the fact that they had 11 shots on goal, more than, 3 more shots more than Man United. They had 2 shots on target. United had 4 shots on target. It speaks volumes about this system and about how Manchester United is not yet there. But that is the picture of what you're going to see under Erik ten Hag. That is exactly what that is exactly what he's trying to implement. That's the blueprint of Erik ten Hag. So then what Man United do, what have we learned from this game, and what should Manchester United fans and Manchester United as a club take away? Number one, the quality of this squad, the quality of the starting 11 is still really lacking. And that is explained by the 11 shots on goal by Sherif Tarispor vis-a-vis the 8 from Manchester United. Like I said, on any other day, if it is Crystal Palace, if it is Newcastle, Man United, for me, there is no way they win this game. Because Sherif, they showed us a complete lack of quality. Honestly, a complete lack of quality. They lacked any quality in the final third. They had the chances. They were, and I thought that they were brave enough to drive from their own half to the Manchester United half, but they lacked any kind of precision, any kind of quality in front of goal in the final third. And many Man United fans, if you watch this game, you will testify. When they were coming, when they came forward against Man United, you didn't feel any kind of pressure. You didn't feel like they were gonna score anytime soon. But if it was a club like Liverpool, if it was a club like Manchester City, whenever they come closer to your goal, they have the quality to punish. And for me, there is still a lack of quality in this Manchester United side. Yes, they can dominate the game, but players like Diogo Dalot, players like Taro Malacia, players for me players like Rafa Varane, all those players eventually will have to make way in this Manchester United side. Don't get me wrong, Rafa Varane is quality, Casemiro is quality, but in the next 2-3 years, I won't be very surprised if Erik ten Hag then makes an upgrade on all these so-called world-class players, because they don't 100% suit the system, and they don't give him 100% the quality he demands. And then personally, I feel Man United is still taking baby steps. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but it is Sherif Tarispor. Let's talk about it with a small amount of banter, because it brings out the real picture I'm talking about here. It is Sherif Tarispor. You cannot be conceding 11 shots. You cannot be conceding 2 shots on target whilst you have 4. It is Sherif Tarispor. Yes, it is in Moldova, and they're at home, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. But it is Sherif Tarispor, to be honest. So United are still taking the baby steps. We cannot judge them. We cannot judge the project this early. I looked at Anthony, not exciting at all in this game, 100%. Jadon Sancho, apart from the goal, again, not exciting in this game. And these are games that you feel Erik ten Hag wants these players, Anthony, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen. He wants them to show off, to showcase their quality, first and foremost, but then he wants them to, form those passing competitions, combinations, and relationships on the pitch. It is games like this. This should be, games to try out. I mean, United are unlucky because this campaign in the Premier League, you don't have a certain Norwich. Okay, you have a certain Bournemouth, but Bournemouth are not as easy as Norwich were, because Norwich were absolute jokes in the Premier League. So without such opponents this season in the Premier League, and of course games are going to be coming in thick and fast, you don't have time to reflect on your previous performance before you play your next game. So it's going to be, you play 5 games and then reflect back, and then you play another 7 and then you reflect back. These are games when Man United should be using a lot of this dominance, a lot of these spells to create the passing patterns, to create those combinations and relationships. I've not seen that enough of that. I'm seeing a lot of lack of purpose passing. I'm seeing a lot of useless domination. It's, as an Arsenal fan, I will tell you, it's different. There's a difference between playing and dominating the game, while you're passing with purpose, and then dominating the game while you're just passing for the sake of holding possession. I've seen Martinez and Casemiro pass back to David De Gea at the center line. You shouldn't be doing that. You cannot be doing that against Sherif Tarisko. Otherwise, against Manchester City, you're gonna do that the whole game, right? It's simply unacceptable. But look, I think there are more positives to take away from this one than the negatives. Manchester United fans and Manchester United as a whole will be happier than against Arsenal. Yes, you won against Arsenal, but there was no performance in that game. There was no performance in that game. Against Real Sociedad, it's almost very, very similar to Sherif Tarisko. You've won against Sherif, but the game is not, the performance is not, there is no conviction in there. It is not convincing yet. It is still so blunt. It's still very predictable, and it's still very, very flat. But anyway, I think, look, listen, very important points for Man United. I mean, if you want to go ahead and win the Europa League, I don't know if United are Europa League contenders. For me, they are not. But if they want to go ahead and win the Europa League, the first thing they have to do is get out of the Europa League group. And if they didn't beat Sherif Tarisko today, it would have put them in a very precarious situation. But now they have Omonia, I think, is it Omonia Nicosia, home and away. They should be able to collect 6 points of that. Then they will be welcoming Real Sociedad again at the Old Trafford. They should be able to win that one as well. I think they'll be all right. The round of 32 is going to be waiting for them, just as Arsenal and just as these other big teams. I think apart from Monaco, who are actually throwing the chance away. So United 2-0 in Moldova. They will be back. I think their next game is on 2nd of October against Manchester City. That is the real test. For now, enjoy your evening, Manchester United fans. Enjoy the win. Arsenal do not play today. The game was postponed. I think I will be doing my match reaction tomorrow. West Ham against, I think West Ham are already leading 3-1 at half time. Is it Salisbury? They're playing Salisbury, and it's a very, very good game. I want to talk about Lucas Paqueta and Gianluca Scamacca. Those two signings are pretty decent signings. They have just gone under the radar, but when you think about the quality Scamacca brings to West Ham and the general kind of squad depth and uplift Lucas Paqueta brings to West Ham as well, they're wonderful signings. So we'll be talking about West Ham probably tomorrow. United fans, today is your evening. I'll see you soon in the next one.